best, most friendly, approachable fandom.
Oh, it's the best.
You guys are the least creepy fandom I've ever had.
You have to say that.
On that note, I want to open. I know we're just found out about season 3, so
What?
is there anything that you are allowed to tell us about what will be happening next year?
Oh my God, you guys, I'm so tired. I don't know, Dolls is probably going to be in it, Doc might be there. Way hot, I don't know.
Will creepy
And
Mel
Mel, maybe not pregnant, but all the things that you love are going to be in it, duh. Times 100.
Are you in it?
No. I'm like in it like the writing Brian.
All right. Well, my first question that I'm going to ask is for both Melanie and Emily, because I feel like we should really get the elephant in the room out of the way. How did Melanie approaching you and being like, "Oh shit, I'm pregnant," affect season 2? Because I believe we had a conversation where that was not the original plan, and then you were like, "Oh, sex happened, and now there's a baby, and we have to do something about it."
Yeah, I have to do something about it. Well, I'm gonna cry because I haven't had any sleep. I really love Melanie's Profano. She used that against me. No, it's inevitable that as a showrunner, you're like, I totally got this. I'm super smug. We got season 2. We have a plan. We're way ahead on scripts, everybody. And the universe is like, okay, hold on. No, Mel was really honest, and I obviously am a woman. Spoiler alert. I have had children in this industry. And look, our show is a totally feminist, badass show. So. And I also knew what Mel was capable of, and like, she's extraordinary, as you see. Did you see her do a backflip pregnant? You know, sometimes it's like being given the wheel of the Titanic in the best possible way. That
Wait.
and that you don't have a ton of choice, but I feel like because of that, it was so extraordinary what happened. With everybody here giving support to her and the crew, I'm so proud of what happened. And thank you so much for sticking with us and trusting us to do it. I'm totally proud of Mel's like nervous. I air you, so mean to me. Go. No. Is it okay for you?
No.
Okay.
No, I was so scared to disappoint you.
You gotta be funny,
Single
real
quote.
quick.
Go tell a fart joke.
We are losing it. Well, you didn't, you big jerk.
Instead, you brought us the biggest gift we could have hoped for.
Yeah.
Like, truly, I think that the reason why this season is so special is because of that. And it's like, we're so grateful to you.
These guys to other cons or keep up with them on social media or YouTube, but at Chicago it was just the boys.
Yeah, it was.
And because that's what we need more on television. But Shamir had an interesting story about his contact lenses and how he's a 5-year-old child. And I was promised at that panel that we would probably figure out what was going on with dolls by the time I saw you again, and I still don't know if you're a sexy dragon or a lizard man. Do you know what you are?
I'm gonna defer to Emily for that one.
No, you can say it, and then I have to make it happen. You say what you want to do. Yeah.
Also, why label?
We don't need a why label.
Dom actually has a very good segue. I am a huge proponent of non-traditional families. And now that Wynonna is pregnant and the baby has potentially three fathers. There's sperm donor, Doc, and dolls. Exactly how long until we get into that polyamory that I keep pushing?
Is it too early to start pushing for season 4?
Never too early.
Look, it's not a traditional family, but I had a dragon dad and I had 2 gay aunts. No, I didn't. But I think that's what's so great about genre in this show is it really is about, we see it over and over again in genre. It's about building the family you want versus the family you have. All respect to my family if they're watching this. I do think, though, we don't have a traditional love triangle. I don't know how you boys feel, but my favorite thing about it is both Doc and Dolls are grown-ups, and now they really like each other. They had a beer together last night, which is my favorite. So, what do you guys think? Threesome? First one to say it. First one to say it gets to keep their pants on.
Not talking.
No pants for anyone.
I'm still sticking by my answer of last year that Wynonna doesn't need to choose which guy she wants to be with, and I'm fine. I'll do threesome, quadruple, so I'll do everybody in the room. It's fine.
That's a binding contract. Doc Stash, I see.
Damn it, now Doc gets to keep his pants on. But do you guys want to talk about, if you didn't watch the episode last night, I guess go like this, and I'll tell you, I'll make hand motions, I think it's okay to listen, but do you guys want to talk about you two and Jeremy's bonding moment?
Yeah.
You didn't hear it in the back, so you did that fan fiction.
It's the threesome that we all wanted, right?
I think it's the threesome that Jeremy wants.
Yeah, 100%. You binded them together for a reason, right? I don't know, it's always great to see the boys together. I love that moment, and I love when we get to play together and do all these kind of comedic beats. Yeah. Is this all sounding sexual right now?
The audience is maybe under the age of 18 years. I think I heard that last year.
Too late.
So sensible, Kat. I love you.
I like how you are taking on the aspect of your character and trying to police this.
No fun play.
We saw you last night.
Carry them shots.
Shots up here. We brought liquor in the bag. But do you want to talk a little bit about being drunk Officer Hot?
I said in some interviews this morning, I'll talk to you during some talking to you. I get really nervous when I act with Melanie because she's so fantastic. And I was looking forward to doing that scene for weeks and weeks leading up to it, and I had such a fun time getting to play with Mal, and it pushed me as an actor because I have to control my nerves. So it was amazing. It was super fun to play another side of Nicole because she's always in such control, and I think it was really interesting to explore her trying to be in control, but until it enables her. Yeah, it was fun.
How full was your bladder after?
It was pretty full. I think every 40 minutes.
It's only right. We don't jump.
Just for Tara and Varun, I know you guys aren't sitting near each other, but you are the newest cast members. Did you guys bond at all, or?
No. God.
That's why we're separated.
Yeah, at least 2 people at any given moment to separate.
Oh no, I've stumbled upon the restraining order.
No, everyone was so welcoming to us. They welcomed us with open arms very quickly. I mean, Emily hazed us initially. She beat me with a sock full of batteries. And that was before I even got the role, so that was but not a request, I admit. But no, I don't know. They were always really very kind to us. You guys were amazing.
Yeah, definitely coming in, it's like you get really nervous because I feel like you're going into someone else's Thanksgiving, and everyone has their own dynamic, and you walk in, you're like, I don't know, are they gonna
No.
exactly, right? But everyone is so welcoming and friendly and giving on and off set, and it's a blessing, because I was an Earper first. I watched all of the first season.
Yeah, me too.
You too.
I was Earp.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is that it's nothing like an actual family Thanksgiving. Now, we now okay, this is like, seriously, if you didn't watch last night's episode, this is like a spoiler. I like how lady in the overalls is like, who cares? I'm sorry. Go like this. Go. Okay. Well, Waverly seems to have been dealing with some issues, a lot of issues, just like a bag of issues. But she finally chose to share with her sister one of them. And do you guys have any idea who Waverly might be fathered by? Mothered on? We don't really know like what's going on there. Like, do you think you guys want to talk about who?
It was me.
We have the best dad in the world. In fact, to be fair, we actually look quite similar. So I sometimes wonder if you are my real father.
Well, now it's canon, and we have to get Bo on the show, dressed as like, I don't know.
What makes you think we haven't had Bo on the show?
Yeah.
It would be my honor to be on the show, but no one's officially asked me, but don't suspect that I wouldn't sneak through the back door. It won't be the first time.
That's what all the boys say.
It's sexy.
Come underneath the beard.
Now, okay, so several characters now have had weird eyes. We've had the tentacle demon that's come from a hentai and just did it not look like that it was the wrong set? And Shamir has his golden eyes, which are contacts. But Waverly and Wynonna, I'm assuming, were those special effects, or did you have to wear some kind of...
Some of the time it was special effects, some of the time.
Okay,
Depending on
so Shamir, when are you going to ask them to make you stop wearing contacts and just add it in post?
But I do it for the fans, and if you guys want more, I'll keep doing it.
All right, this is a question for Bo. If you guys don't know who Bo is, shame on you. He's the only reason any of us are here. He created Wynonna Earp. And these characters have been in his life for 20 plus years?
1996.
1996. So
Well,
half the
that's
people
when
in this room
Wynonna
weren't
was
born, so we can all feel super old. But you have some stuff coming out that is maybe tied to the Wynonna Earp universe. Can you talk about any of that?
Well, I was lucky enough when we were to do season 0, and IDW said, yeah, we want, everybody together. We want the cast, we want Purgatory to be the set. Because we've been globetrotting the first couple of arcs. And again, through her graciousness, I turned to Emily. I said, Emily, I'm up the paddle without a creek here. And it's not up the creek, it's up the paddle without the creek. That's how bad it was. And I told her, I said, I want to do something that's dealing with the show. I said, but to be honest with you, I need help. And Emily was gracious enough to give me 3 gifts. As you know, if you're a fan of Wynonna Earp, she, at one time it's been mentioned that she, before everything happened, she rode with a biker gang called the Banditos. Emily said, flesh that out. Let the readers and the viewers find out.
We can't afford to do that.
I do have an unlimited budget in comics. The other thing that she gave me is, she goes, Wynonna wears that key around her neck. Won't we find out what that's the key to? So I was going, yeah, this is great, this is a wonderful gift. And the last thing is Lucado, towards the end of last season, told her, we know what you did. They told Wynonna, and Wynonna, that was probably the biggest shock I ever saw on Melanie's face through the acting. So thinking, well, we get this. So basically in this, you're going to get to find out those 3 answers in the comic book with an unlimited budget. And that's all I got. So we get to find out that we've already addressed the first issues out. We've started to address the Banditos. And when I was writing the first issue, something wasn't right. I was about 6 pages from ending it. I said, something's not right here. And the weeping openly kind of gave me a hint. And my wife Beth turned, she goes, what's wrong? You usually don't cry this much in the afternoon. And I told her I was up front. I said, I miss Tim. So through her idea, she goes, why don't you call your editor? Why don't you, have him come on the series? And I said, done. So I called my editor, talked to him, took about 2 seconds. He was like, are you sick? Is there something wrong? I said, well, yes, I am sick, and there is something wrong with me, but it's nothing to do with the comic. So I got to call Tim up, and Tim, where were you when I called you up, and what happened there?
I was not showering this time. I was in a restaurant, and I just couldn't believe it when you called me. And again, just thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's the greatest experience working with this man and talking to him daily. Thank you for the greatest gift I've ever been given since ever.
Oh yeah. Saved it.
Let's not get Sally, okay?
He calls me Sensitive Sally, by the way.
Can we get that into the show? Yeah, sure. Cool. This is like the best. This is like a writer's room at this point. Speaking of the writer's room, when you write something down on the page, it doesn't necessarily translate. Like, you get into it, you start building it, and you're like, oh, let's play with it this way, let's play with it that way. I just want to go down the line. We're going to start with Dom because she was fortunate enough to be sitting right next to me. And just, no pressure. What was your favorite moment to film in season 2?
Mine. Goodness gracious me.
That was the fans' favorite moment.
I have to say, hands down, the scene with Melanie at the end of what episode was it? Does anyone know when she was sick?
6 or 5.
Six. Yeah. 2 6. Okay.
6. We have 7, 6, 5.
Regardless, you know exactly what scene I'm talking about, which makes it. Yeah, that's my answer because never in my life have I ever had an experience like that. It was. Oh dear. I cried for so long yesterday. This is ridiculous. Aww. Dear.
What's your favorite moment of season 2? Go.
This is my favorite moment of season 2. No,
Oh, thank you. Sorry. Do you mind if I finish so I don't just look like an idiot? First promotion, we all get it. No, truly, Melanie is like, as you all know, one of the most incredible performers that I genuinely believe is on TV. And to be able to sit there in that scene and have another presence there also, because really I was filming with 2 people. That's how I felt every time I was in a scene with Mel this year, because there was another presence that it was very humbling, because you suddenly realize that there's something so much more important than anything else, which is life. Like, she was actually making a human, which is like the most bizarre thing to get your head around, and I'd never actually been around a pregnant woman before. So the whole experience for me was like just mind-boggling. Sometimes we'd be in a scene and there would be like limbs coming out of the belly, and I was just like, I can't get over this. What is happening? And then trying to stay present in the scene. But it was truly the most magical and invigorating journey I've ever been on, to be able to share that with Mel. And in that scene in particular, I wasn't acting, I was just the most present I've ever been in a scene, because she forced me to be present, and I feel so grateful to you, Mel. So thank you.
was actually thinking about my favorite moment. I didn't understand. It's cool. Favorite moment. As I was thinking about my favorite moment, there's so many to count. I would say, I think my interactions with Varun, was always fun.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah, I was fun with him. I think he makes some great references to both of us. We're kind of like the Kevin Hart and Ice Cube. Every time we do a scene together, it's so funny. He's so great, man. He's such a star and such a great addition to the show. So all my scenes with Mr. Jeremy over there has always been a delight.
It was cheap. I do think that Varun looks like Kevin Hart, so I get that. For me, I'm gonna pretty much. It's kind of like Dom. It was actually the last night's scene before the bonding boys scene where I had the scene with Melanie. As an actor this year, working with Melanie was it was a once in a lifetime experience that I was honored to be a part of. It's so rare to be in awe of another actor while you're doing a scene or performance with them, and it was really easy to act with Melanie this year, to be affected by her. Because of what was going on, she was an inspiration, and to play maybe the father of the baby that she was carrying was
This show is so funny.
I just want to say honestly that I know this year was really hard for you, and you really gave a lot. You did so much for us, but for me, selfishly, this was the best experience I could have had as an actor.
I'm so sorry. I thought this was going to be like a fun question.
I don't want to keep going, but at the end of that scene, when I put my hand on her belly, I felt the first kick, and we looked at each other and. What do you want to say? I'm just so Team Scrofano, Team Everything. Melanie.
Melanie composes herself. I just want to add on there that I found it very heartwarming to see a show on television where the men are supportive and 100% in and not running away from responsibility, pretending like it's not their problem.
Can I just add something on that note? One of the most incredible things about this whole thing was seeing how the men reacted to it. And we found out, we got into Calgary, and we went for dinner, and Emily and Mel were like, bombshell, we're pregnant. It's like, and they explained how they were going to write it into the show, and it was just like the most exciting thing. And I got home and I texted him, and I just thought his response just sums it up so perfectly. He just responded saying, I'm excited and I'm ready. And it was just like, and I was just like, wow, like that's so special that we have, guys on our show that are so supportive.
We have the guys behind the scenes too. We have a group of producers and everyone at Sci-Fi, and I was really terrified to tell Sci-Fi I'll just say this, and I said, are you sitting down? They're like, yes. I'm like, do you want to sit on the floor? And I said, I need to talk about Melanie, and I'm totally gonna cry. They're right over there, and they're like, oh my God, is she okay? And I was like, yeah, well, she's bigger. She's dying. And they were like, oh, thank God. Yeah, awesome, great. And I was like, we totally want to do Fargo, and they were like, okay. So I just think, honestly, that's how we do 2017 on Wynonna Earp.
I'm going to let Melanie talk, but after we get through the group, I'm going to open the floor to questions. So I'm just going to, hold your horses, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so the mic is right there. And don't run and push, but if you have questions, you're going to line up there, and we'll get through as many as we can as soon as the rest of the cast tells us what their favorite moment of season 2 was. So quickly and quietly, and no pushing. All right. Are you going to be okay?
Yes.
Okay, good.
What's the question?
Your favorite moment of season 2.
That's what I assumed. But I still have a lot of favorite moments. One that hasn't been said yet.
Skip. Like, use your skip card. Go to
Mine is Medley, actually. I had a really amazing scene with Greg, who plays Medley, and it was when he reminded Nicole that being a good cop matters. And it was like such an amazing reminder for her and for me as an actor. And Greg is such a wonderful guy. He doesn't get to come to the concert class, but he's such a huge part of the show.
Is Natalie the dad?
My favorite moment was when they revealed that Jeremy was actually the dad.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. My favorite moment was like really early on when it was like my second day of filming with Dom, and I was super nervous and pretty scared to hop onto this, and she was very supportive and loving, and we were doing that scene with when I get hit on the head, and I'm clearly not attracted to Waverly, and yeah, it was just, I was really terrified, and she like really helped me through it, and yeah, it was one of my favorite moments.
How can you not fall in love with Bruce? Literally, I was like, oh, this is really exciting. We have got like a serious star just like joining our show. This is amazing. So
all right, keep going. $2. $1 less.
I think there's some amazing tomorrow moments coming too that are really going to surprise you. I'll just say too, you're part of one of my favorite moments that's coming up in the finale. I love that moment. And then I also separately, I'm such a suck. I'm like so awful, but I love all the Earp sisters moments. But there's one in the finale that I'm like, okay, that's good.
I can say that. I mean,
They're together. There is what did you get? You just tell us everything that's good about us.
Second season, probably my favorite thing is similar to what it was in first season, only in second season, I get 2 more members of my family, and that's Laura and Peru. For giving me
Finding
more.
these beautiful people?
Yes. Peru. That's my favorite part of season 2.
I think we have the same favorite moment, Emily. I can't, that's all I can say. I can't say anything. But everyone will know what that moment is when it does happen, and I'll tweet about it, and I'll be like, this is the moment. So, that's all I can say.
Fair enough. All right. We're going to kick it to the...
Wait, can I say mine?
Yes.
I just don't want you to think I don't have one. I just have so many. So I have one with each person. Much like Tamara, here's my problem. It hasn't they haven't happened yet. Oh yeah. But there's one with Dom and another cast member. That's all I'll say. And then there's one with this guy, and it just all. If you don't know what I'm talking about when you see it, I don't know how to help you.
She'll tweet about it. So yeah, we're going to kick it before we got about 15 minutes, so we're going to try to get through as many questions. I know, we can just like barricade the doors in the next panel, just can't.